How are you guys doing? Today I am going to be doing a story time, which I haven't done in a very long while. That is one of the most neglected segments on this channel. Story time has always been like a crucial element of my channel, and the last story time I did, I think, was about understanding anxiety and getting to understand anxiety. So today I am going to be doing a brand new story time. In fact, I think my next few videos are going to be story times. Today's story time is going to be me talking about the best and worst clubs to play rock music in Nairobi. And this isn't me bad mouthing any venue, it's just me giving my own subjective experience at these gigs. I'm going to give you like a story from a recap, like a summary of my DJing life based on where the major places that I have played. I'm going to allow you to tell me if you've been to any of these venues. I'd really like to know, and just going to give you my experience DJing there, and I'd like you to tell me which of these venues are you familiar with. Please make sure to comment below. Tell me which of these clubs do you know, which of these shows I'm going to explain did you attend. It would be nice to know, so that as we plan more shows, hopefully in 2021 when the curfew has gone down, we can know the best place to do these events. All right, so let me take you back in time. Hey, very far, like 2014. Was it 2014? 2014 September. This poster right here, as you can see, this was my very first gig, and the venue was Treehouse. This Treehouse was my very first rock gig where I performed and played by myself, because I remember the very first time I played on radio. I can't remember the exact dates, but it was somewhere in September 2014. I played at Capitol one Friday, and then the next Friday, like the next week after that Friday, I was playing at Treehouse, and that was my very first gig to play. And I'm telling you, Treehouse is, like I said, my own personal reviews. Treehouse is genuinely a very nice place to play. It's a bit hard to find though. Have you ever been to Treehouse? It's the venue where Straight Line Connection did their album launch, and that was the very first place that I played. It's a very good venue, though it's hard to find. And then it's one of the few venues I've played in that the stage where the DJ DJs, it's Iko Apple Jew, it's at the top. Yeah, it's somewhere that you actually have to use a ladder to get up. So this was a very good venue. I would like to know, have you been there? I'd really like to know what you think about it, if you've been to a venue there. I personally liked it. Then the second venue that I played at, Marabou Lounge. I don't believe Marabou Lounge is there. I used to play at Marabou Lounge around 2015. This is like, I think, my very first rock night. Marabou Lounge, to be very honest with you, was a pretty huge space, but the management there, in my opinion, was not fresh. I'm just telling you my personal experience playing there. I think Alpha Lounge right now. No, Alpha Lounge and Marabou Lounge are not the same. Marabou Lounge, for those of you who do not know, Marabou Lounge is at this place called Highway Mall next to Nakumatt Mega. On Uhuru Highway. Yeah? So I remember my very first rock night was there. They did not have decks. I remember it was a very huge space, so they used to assume that a lot of people are going to show up. Yeah, the management there, they were not nice people. Like, they would take you around when it comes to payment. They would tell you, oh, you've not reached this amount in sales, so leo mpatika kitu. It used to be so tiresome. I used to even tell people, if you ever attended that gig, please comment below. I'm taking you through time and giving you a summary of all the major events I've ever done. If you've ever attended a gig at Marabou Lounge, Akina Alf, you know yourselves, yeah? The very first, let me say, gang of rockers who used to attend my gigs religiously was at Marabou Lounge. Shout out to Alf Sierra, loyal blood, yeah? Alf and that gang of guys used to attend my gigs at Marabou Lounge, and Marabou Lounge was like the place where I tried to do like my first consistent rock night, and it died. It died. Next up, I tried playing rock music in Rongai. When Kaliumana uko Marabou Lounge, I tried playing Nonga Rongai. And there was a club called Club Titanium. Come on, into a Rongai like me, shout out to you. Not there right now, but if you know Masai Mall, come on, if you're from Ronga Rongai and you know Masai Mall, There's a place, there was a club there. There was a club up there. It changed names like 4 times. CG Club Titanium, Platinum Bistro. It changed names very many times. Remember, I tried playing rock. I played there rock only once. Ikaumana. Yeah, I've never forgotten Ikaumana vibaya sana. I remember even before I got the rock gig, it was so hard because the management there was so against it. And the management there are the ones who taught me that if a manager ever tells you, if you tell them, please give me a themed night, rock night, and then they tell you, go write a proposal. If someone ever tells you go write a proposal, that is a low-key way of rejecting you. That is a low-key way of rejecting you, straight up. That is where I learned that. So after Kaliumana there, around I think around 2015. My timeline might be jumbled up a bit, but it's around 2014, 2015, around there. That is when I think I met DJ Tams. Yeah, if you don't know DJ Tams, he plays on Capital FM, and then I started doing rock night with him at Barclays Lounge. Yeah, so you do not know Barclays Lounge. I think it also shut down. Barclays Lounge used to be in Westlands, and it was on Woodville Grove. Woodville Grove has so many popular venues. That is where I started doing like an internship rock night with DJ Tams, currently of Capital FM. And I wasn't getting paid, but I enjoyed the experience of DJing with him there. It was not for Tams. I don't think I would have ever known how to DJ in front of a rock audience. So Barclays was really good in my opinion, but it's currently shut down. But I'd really like to know from you. I'd really like your comments. Uniambie, is Westlands a good place to play rock music? I'd really like to know. The reason why I'm narrating this is because I want you to tell me, yeah, out of the clubs that I mentioned, which one you find is good. Next up, there was a place that I went to in Hurlingham called Sailors. I'm talking about, there used to be a club in Hurlingham called Sailors Lounge, where I met the very famous DJ Godo, the rock guru, though I don't think he's very active in rock right now. So that's where I met DJ Godo. I tried playing there, couldn't. There was already a rock DJ who was playing with Godo at the time, so I wasn't able to play. I remember when I met Godo used to make fun of me, and he used to say all other rock DJs have very simple names, DJ Ben, DJ Godo, because he's Gordon, DJ Jack, and then he's like, Eddie Grimm, why such a complicated name? What is Eddie Grimm? Yeah, I've never forgotten that line. But shout out to DJ Godo if he ever sees this. So I never played there, but I'd like to know, are you from Hurlingham? Would you want a rock night in Hurlingham? Next up would have to be now around the 2016 era, where I played at Mojo's and Mist. I did a story about how I got mugged once, and then I ended up losing 2 rock nights. Yeah, I'll leave it here if you've never listened to that story. It was during the 2016 era when I was playing at Mojo's and Mist. In my opinion, Mist, which is currently Lazarus in Tomboya Street, Mojo's, which is near Tribeca, which also Tribeca is currently shut down. Nakwambia Rona imeharibu so many things right now. Mojo's and Mist, I think they were owned by the same person. I used to DJ with 2 other DJs at the time, and it wasn't bad until that day when I got mugged and I lost. You can just listen to that story. But that time when I got mugged and then I happened to lose those 2 rock gigs, I think my only complaint, Mojo's was pretty good, but some people have told me that the service at Mojo's wasn't very nice. Rock has told me that they didn't enjoy the service very well there. A bunch of rock heads. Kama ushaienda Mojo's, please tell me. It's all subjective experience, really. Some people would say that Mojo's was really good, some people would say that the service was not really good, but I think I actually liked Mojo's more than I liked Mist, because Mist, the management, whenever we would reach around 10 p.m, they would try to make us change the music, which I didn't like very much. And yeah, I lost those 2 venues because of that mugging story. So if you've never listened to it, I'll also leave it at the end screen. Next up has to be, let's talk about the clubs that really snobbed me when I tried to do a rock night. City Platinum, which I think is still there. Yeah, City Platinum, hapo karibu na Pioneer House. Yani, I woke up very early in the morning, to try and go and do an interview to get a rock night. Ikaumana. Then there was a place called iClub, hapo Old Mutual, Kemathi Street. I think iClub, and there was also something like Galaxy Lounge or something like that. Tried getting rock nights there. I was snubbed very badly. Let's now move to the club in town that was legendary for doing Saturday rock night. I'm talking about Tropez Lounge. Kama wewe ushawahi attend Tropez Lounge rock night, please make sure to comment below. Tropez was, if you are new to me, I wish you would have met me when I was playing at Tropez. Gigs at Tropez were mainly 2017, 2018 there, and it was legendary. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
There was a time I DJ'd a gig alone for 150 people. I had never done that before. It was like a small village meeting. Yeah. If you ever used to attend those nights, please comment below. Well, I used to originally play on a Weno. Then it was doing so well. Then I was given a Sato. Yeah. So Saturday used to be so legendary, and I felt so bad when that club was shut down. I think they went into debt or something. Tropez and EDGE. So EDGE used to be on EDGE, which is still there, is on this side. And then Tropez was on this side. Speaking of EDGE, I tried getting a rock night there, was snobbed. So I'm mentioning all these clubs so that you tell me which one, yeah? Because people keep telling me, Ed, try playing here, try playing here. I've tried some of these venues and they've snobbed me very badly. Next up, still on Moy Avenue, was Sevens. I used to play on a Sunday. So lit. I lost that one because the manager changed. I think his contract ended, and then the new manager didn't want rock night. And then after that, I once played in Westlands. I tried playing at Aqua Blue. These are like famous stories. I should like talk about all of them in singular videos. I tried playing at Aqua Blue. Shout out to one caveman. He knows himself, caveman. He wanted me to do a story time about Aqua Blue playing there and how it all went wrong. I think I'll do that one. Yeah, Aqua Blue in Westlands, Krishna Center, that building, up where Hypnotica was. And I've never played at Hypnotica, but there was a time I tried getting a rock night there. I think they shut down even before I could get the chance to like really settle in. Aqua Blue, I tried playing there, didn't go really well because you get this management that keeps telling you, oh, stop playing rock and play these other things to attract customers. Really tough times. Really tough times. And then next up we have Blues Restaurant. Yes, so most of you, I think 2018, 2019, before COVID became a thing, most of you know me for playing at Blues. Blues is pretty good, but the management is quite strict. Yeah, if you show up late, there was a day I showed up late. And I was slapped with another line. I was told, I'm not angry at you, I'm disappointed that you came late. When someone is not angry, they're disappointed. That one is a much more, it hits you harder. Yeah, so there was a time I remember I showed up very late. I think I showed up at 7 and I was supposed to show up at 5. I blamed it on traffic, but the manager would not have it. But the venue genuinely is very good. It's up of Barclays Plaza, and it's where we are going to be having this gig on November 28th. Come on, just you fununu. I did a whole video. I'll leave it to pop up here. Yeah, November 28th. Come through to the Blues Restaurant Barclays Plaza. Some people say that things are expensive. Mina ambianga watu hivi. You cannot have a good venue with kibanda prices. Okay, you cannot have a good venue with kibanda prices. It has to be a good venue, and then with some pricey things, because they have to maintain the place so that it can have security, ambience, all these things munapenda. Yeah. Then next up to be Santa Fe. There was a time I played at Santa Fe, but this was in 2016. I think Santa Fe is currently shut down. Up at the mall, Westlands. Santa Fe, it was a good place, but the sound, my god, the sound. Yeah, I remember they had the speakers were not in good condition, and when the sound, which brings me to another thing. Finding a club with good sound is always very tricky when it comes to getting these gigs. And then the last few venues that I need to talk about have to be Tamasha Hurlingham, where it was really good, but Nema. Karibu, there's one time Karibu nibebwe na Nema because of noise complaints. That entire area, Jiwekes and Space, yeah, which I don't even know if they're still there right now. I once played at Tamasha Hurlingham and Karibu nibebwe. I remember whenever Nema would show up, they would carry the deck. So whenever I would go to play the next Wednesday, napata hakuna deck. Yeah. Really tough times, but if you ever attended Tamasha Hurlingham Rock Night, you know yourself, shout out to you. Next up is Jikoni's, which I think I will do a whole story about. Jikoni's, which I used to play in 2018. Jikoni's didn't even last very long. Jikoni's, which later became On the Rocks, Kiambu Road. Unacheza rock Kiambu Road, unachezea watu wa Mugithi. Watu wa Mugithi. Rock. Kakaumana. And then there's another venue called Premier Lounge. It is not there right now. Premier Lounge, the Upper Magadi Road near Quare. If you know it, please comment below. Yeah, it used to be there. I tried getting a rock night. I was snobbed. And then there's another venue which I will do a whole video about called 24/7 Lounge near Alliance Francaise. That one needs a whole video by itself. I will do a video on that one. Probably one of the harshest venues I ever played in. It's not there right now. It was turned into a restaurant because of just the mismanagement of the place. The last 3 venues that I have to touch on are Alchemist, literally the best venue ever. Problem is some people say that it's quite pricey, but the best venue ever for gigs, for DJs, for gigs with bands. Pretty Westland seems very convenient for rock in my opinion. Then next up there's Jay's Westland, which sadly I think was shut down due to COVID. Some people complained about preferential treatment there, but me, I was treated pretty well. And lastly, the TAV, where I currently play and I do Wednesday Rock Night. Seems to be pretty good. Hope that you guys can come through. And by the way, if you're enjoying this, if you like this Iron Maiden t-shirt, please make sure to go to Instagram and check out my friends at Ultimate T-Shirt Shop. They're the ones who gave me this so that I can walk around with it and look sexy. And when people ask me, where did you get this? I tell them, Angali Ultimate T-Shirt Shop. Alright, thank you so much. That was a short recap. I will do a whole story about some of these gigs. That was a short recap about all the major events that I have ever done. For those of you who do not know, who keep asking me, Eddie Grimm, do you play metal? Me, I play everything. I play soft rock, I play metal, hard rock. So don't say that you attended a show and all I played was soft rock. All I played was metal. I play a bit of everything. And especially at Sevens, especially at Tropez, if you ever attended those gigs, you know the kinds of craziness that we did in those clubs, yeah? The kinds of mosh pits and kind of insane headbanging that was there. I really wish everyone would have been there, but sadly, some people joined, became fans of my work before or after I did those events. Anyway, thanks so much for listening to my story. That was a recap of just all the famous venues that I've played. If you know any of these venues, please comment below. If you have any venues that I should try out, please suggest to me. Those were the major places that I've played, and some were really good, some were yeah. Alright, thank you so much for watching. As I said, on this screen here I'm going to leave some videos. Please make sure to check them out that are in relation to what I've just talked about. Alright, you take care and God bless.